Towards the end of the parsha of this week, the Torah says, "Vahi ki zakim Yitzchak." Yitzchak was becoming elderly. Vaticheno einov mirois, and he couldn't see well. Or for that matter, he actually was blind. And then he calls his son Esav with the whole story that Yitzchak wanted to give the blessings to his son Esav. The reason why it's introduced with the fact of Yitzchak's blindness, and why did he become blind? Rashi explains 3 reasons why he actually became blind. Because Yitzchak couldn't accept, couldn't see, tolerate the incense, the smoke of the wives of Esav that would offer their offerings to idols. Another reason is given that when Yitzchak was on the Akedah, when Avraham Avinu had already bound him on the altar, and as it says, he already taken the knife to offer his son, the heavens opened up, and the angels started crying, and the tears of the angels fell on the eyes of Yitzchak, which caused him to slowly lose his eyesight. Then Rashi gives a 3rd reason. God wanted Yaakov to have these blessings, not Esav. And therefore he blinded Yitzchak so that he should not realize that the one who came in to receive the blessing was not his son Esav, but the son Yaakov, as we know the story. So the reason for his blindness, according to this 3rd explanation, is that Yitzchak suffered blindness, so for Yaakov to get the blessing, now why did he have to become blind for that? If God, or since God wanted Yaakov to get his blessings, and obviously the reason is because Yitzchak didn't realize, for whatever reason, he didn't realize the extent of Esav's wickedness, so God had to blind him to get Yaakov to get the blessings. Why couldn't God just reveal to Yitzchak how wicked Esav is? And he doesn't deserve those blessings. Yitzchak had an inkling. Yitzchak had some knowledge about the particularity of Yaakov, about the holiness of Yaakov. He knew a little bit about his son is. Let's say he didn't know the extent of it. So God could have told him that Esav isn't worthy of those blessings. Why blinding him? And you know how long he was blind? 57 years. He was 123 when he blessed Yaakov, and he passed away at the age of 180. So 57 years Yitzchak suffered a debilitating sickness, blindness. He was homebound. Blind person is considered regarding certain issues in halacha as being dead. 57 years? God could have just told him, Yitzchak, those blessings are for Yaakov and not for Esav. God spoke to Yitzchak. Yitzchak was a Merkava Lelakus. Yitzchak was a chariot for godliness. There would be no problem for God to reveal himself to Yitzchak. He did reveal himself on many occasions. So why not sparing blindness and just tell him who Esav was? But the answer, as the Rebbe explains, that would have meant that God would have to speak Lashon Hara. That God would have to speak bad about Esav. God said no. One should never speak ill about anyone. Even Esav. Price is going to be blindness. The honor of Esav, not speaking bad about another one, is more important. Phenomenal lesson. How careful we have to be with our words. How careful we have to be with what we say. How careful we have to be about not belittling another individual. And by behaving this way, which is a phenomenal act of Avas Yisrael, we will certainly merit the fulfillment of those blessings, which will be with the coming of Mashiach, with the welcoming of Mashiach, and finding all of us in the Beis Hamikdash. May this happen now.